Fox's Hour. I've come out walking towards a pub here in another village near where I live. I call them villages, but they're just urban centres, I suppose. But there's a lot of parkland in Birmingham, so it feels country, it feels like countryside. It's been an odd sort of a day. Events occur in my life. I mean, my car broke down, my mechanic failed to arrive. What can I say? There's various things that happen, and I don't have anybody to tell them to. And I was thinking about that. I mean, in my ordinary, I think most people, when something happens, you mention it to either your friends or your partner or whoever happens to be in the vicinity. And in mentioning it, I suppose you almost bring it into existence, and it acquires an independent life, as it were. But I wonder whether really it's necessary to mention certain things. I feel a bit of a vacuum because to me it seems as though I need to actually say something to somebody for it to be real. But that's a very irrational way of looking at things, because things are completely real whether you mention them to somebody else or not. And so it made me wonder whether, relationships, what's the basis for them? Why do we have them? Do we use them wisely, or do we just use them as repositories for useless information? I mean, most long-term relationships that I've seen, speaking of marriages, they seem to be people who don't particularly like one another and are locked in some kind of a battle to the death. Now, I'm sure that there are exceptions to that rule, but I do have that enduring sensation. So how are relations between people to be organized? I can speak now because I'm outside of them all. What is a meaningful and valid way to pursue social interaction?